Hello, we are going to talk about how to update our website. As you can see, we've gone to directnic.com. That's the word direct, nic.com, login screen. And our username, unfortunately, they cannot change. It's T. Julick because of Tina Julick used to do it for us. We will tell you the password separately, of course, instead of on this. And so we log in, and we'll just do a quick little tour here. And the first thing you get to is dashboard. And generally speaking, we just go straight over here to manage hosting. Then we click on our name over here, organicgardening.org. And then we normally just go to launch organicgardening.org down here in the lower right. Sometimes we can go up to that hosting console up at the top. You see I'm looking at now. But that's just for things like adding email addresses and things like that. So we go on to launch organicgardening.org. And here we are. We do edit site up here at the, you can see where my mouse is hovering, edit site. And here's our basic template. There's a lot of things, of course, that we don't need, and that's the upgraded, paid subscriptions. Ours is the cheap version. This is Weebly that we're using, by the way. So basically what we end up using is just the build and pages up here at the top. As you can see where my mouse is. We mostly don't even use any of these other things. So let's say we are going to update the current meeting. We go to pages. As you can see, here's a list of all our pages. And you can see over here that the ones that are up under another page, you can see the helpful little indentation over here. We go to, here we have about our meetings. We have meeting 1024. So let's say we want to add the next meeting, which is our harvest dinner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the last meeting page we had. So I'm going to go over there, click on it, and I'm going to say copy, and it just created one down at the bottom here. As you can see, we're going to go rename that to meeting 11, whatever date it's going to be. Let's say, for now, let's call it meeting 11/2025. Okay, we name that. And then here, we would, okay, first let's go back, look at the pages list. We want to move it to where it's still convenient for us. So I'm going to move this meeting 11/20/25 up here to right here. Oh, oops, right there. And so therefore, you see, we sort of done a self-archiving thing. We've got all the other meetings still out here. These other pages will not be reachable by the main website, but at least they're there in case we need to refer to them. I guess, probably once a year you want to take all the stuff off from the previous year, but this is a handy, quick reference, to meetings that we've had before. So here we go. We're gonna change our new page to announce this month's speaker, etc. So normally what I would do is I would go to that page. You got to do build so that it will give you the page building options over here. So I'm going to say build. I'm going to go to this image and replace it with the current month's news. Upload a photo from your computer. And normally I have UGA emails that I'm just grabbing it from the last monthly email thing. Okay, so let's say, all right, instead of the photo that we had, we want this Let's Be Frank thing here. We want this photo So we're going to let's be frank photo, replace the image. There we go. We replaced it. Then we can put whatever we want to. We would normally, go in here and update it for this month's meeting, with this is text over here, and it's the usual things. You got your bold and your underscore, and you can put links over there and everything. If you need a new text box to tell them something else, you just drag it over. Should be pretty, clear to everybody how this kind of thing works. Here is our extra announcement area, etc. This is the text we will. Just to show you, at this point, of course, you can center it, you can do all kinds of fun stuff with it, you can bold it, etc., etc. Okay, normally over here we just use the text. I don't even bother with title, because just like with the emails, just use text and change the size of the first line. You got your title. It's kind of not worth messing with. Image, almost sometimes we can do gallery if it's like the photos from the last meeting or something. We could throw a photo gallery out there. We can put slideshows, etc., etc. Yeah, slideshows there. Map occasionally, to our meetings. We contact form. I'll show you all contact form while we're at it. Newsletter form. Yeah, those are just simply, just as an example, let's say we wanted to add a newsletter form to this page. We go ahead and drag it over here. We probably will not do this ultimately, but we would just say, please, give us the email, etc. Goodness, that's big. Okay, so we'll just reduce that. Oop. Okay. This little thing shows you it's required. It is required. We could make it not required if we wanted to. Instructions, you can write that in here. Please, blah, blah, blah. Tell us this info, blah, 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 etc. I agree to receiving marketing and promotional materials. Just a real simple, you will end up on our, let me go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and do this just to show y'all how this works. Yes, I agree, etc. Okay. Okay. So there we have. Okay. Confirmation. You give a confirmation message. Go ahead and do that. Let's say thank you. Okay. All right. That's the default. Okay. So we decide we do want to add this to this new page here. And I want to tell you something else about this page too. Here we are on our page, and we go to build. You can't change anything unless it's on build. And let's see here. Okay, one of the important settings you have to decide on for each page is right over here. Do you hide it in navigation or not? That's a very important point, because if it's not hidden in navigation, then it will pop up here on our main heading bar on each web page. And so mostly you do want to hide things from the navigation bar, because otherwise it's going to, I probably have way too many things on here now. You probably want to take some of these off here. But anyway, so, and if it is hidden, that's another opportunity. You can play with the page, publish it, see how it works, and as long as you're hiding it from navigation, nobody is going to be able to get to it. So it's completely safe and protected that way, unless you place a link in it from another page, which we will in just a second.